Potomac Beads. Join me in making this cute puka design called the Amos Charm. It's going to feature obviously Amos beads, and if you need any supplies, check the link below me to shop with us online at PotomacBeads.com as well as PotomacBeads.eu. So to start out with the Amos Charm, what you're going to begin with are 7 Amos beads, and I have 15 O's in between here in the Miyuki Duracoat Galvanized Champagne, nice pretty gold color. I'm putting on 115, and then I have my 7 Amos beads through the first hole. They do have 2 holes, but they are flat on both sides, so there's not a top and a bottom, which is really nice. So in between each of the 7 Amos, I put a 15-O seed bead, making sure that I started with a 15-O and I ended with an Amos. You can see I have about a 2-inch tail on a size 12 needle, and I'm just tying that into a nice little starter knot. From here, I know that I ended with my Amos, so I'm going to sew through my 15-O seed bead and sew through my first Amos bead. We're going to go ahead and add a little netting to hold on to our little charm bezel here, and I want to add 3 15-Os between each of my Amos beads. So I'm adding 3 15-Os and sewing through that first hole again. When you're doing this, try to make sure that you don't have a lot of thread showing and that it's not kind of twisting as you're adding the 3. Add the 3, 1, 2, 3, sew through the next Amos bead. You're going to do this 7 times because there are 7 seed beads to go over. And again, just kind of keep it towards the top and turn as you're working with it. Go ahead and continue adding 3 of your 15-O seed beads on top and then through that first hole again of the Amos bead. Repeat this 7 times and we'll catch up from there. Once you have all your 15-Os in those groupings of 3 in place, we're going to get ready pretty much to add the chaton. Now it will possibly fall out the back. I found that I needed to do a little bit of netting on the back as well to hold mine in, so don't worry if it's kind of falling out there. But what we need to do is we need to get our thread and needle into and coming out of that second bead in the group of 3. I'm going to take my thread and needle up through the first 2 seed beads in that group of 3 and bring it out. From there, I'm going to grab 1 11-O seed bead and catch on to all of those groupings of 3, catch on to that center bead. What that's going to do is put this seed bead right on the middle, kind of covering that tip of the Amos bead, and create my setting for my bezel to hold in my crystal. So I'm going to do about half of them, and then I'll drop in my crystal and continue on to attach and grab on to that center bead along the piece. One thing I did not mention also is that I'm using 0.006 green wildfire beading thread in the design. And pull along as you go, because really that chaton should sit in there and that bezel should be nice and tight, that you don't need to tighten it up too much after the fact. So this is one, kind of pull it in as you're working on it. As you get that 7th bead in there, you're going back through then the first 11-O. Give a nice tight pull and then tighten it up again. You can see the chaton kind of wants to sit to the side. Don't worry about that too much because we'll put the netting in the back. Grab, if I need to, my little tool there and kind of straighten it out. Once you get your chaton in place, you want to sew back around that center row of beads, so those 7 11s and those 7 15s. What we're now going to do is add another 11 just for some decoration and also go around and connect to that second hole of the Amos. Like I said, if you pull nice and tight, you shouldn't have an issue and it shouldn't pop out the back. However, if you are having a little bit of an issue where it does pop out the back, what you can do is do that netting of 3 again along the back, adding 3 beads between each of the Amos, and then just sewing into the last 15, or that middle 15-O. So we'll do that as we come to the back. What we're going to do now is add that additional 11-O in, which sits right below the 11-O that's holding the chaton in place. I'm coming out one of my 15-Os, and I'm going to sew down one of those grouping of 3. I'm going to sew down through the 3rd bead. When I come out there, I'm going to add an 11-O and sew into all 3 of those seed beads of the 15-Os. So you can usually sew into the first one really easily, pulling that nice and tight, and then sew through that middle 15 that's holding the chaton in, And then you might have to kind of turn it to the side to find that third bead and sew through that third bead. What this also does is bring those 3 beads kind of towards the top so that they sit nicely. Once you have that on, go ahead and add another 11 0. Again, through that first, second, and third bead in that grouping of 3 15-0s. So we're never going into that base 15 that sits between the Amos, never going into that. As you sew around, that 11 just kind of decorates the outer edge, making the flower petal look a little bigger and grander as you go in and add 7 of those the whole way around. As you add in that last 11 0, you're going through the first of that one grouping of 3 where you started. What you're going to do then is you are going to sew into the Amos right below it, that thread would have actually been coming out of. We're going to do a step up, stepping from the bottom hole or that interior hole of the Amos to the exterior hole of the Amos. Really easy to finish it up is just to go around and add an 11 0 between each of those second holes of the Amos bead. Add an 11, sew through. Add that dusty mauve bead, sew through. You're just going to continue till you have 7 on here. You can see I'm bending back the Amos a little bit. If you feel like your Chaton or your middle Amos beads are not that tight, again, what you're going to do is go through each of the Amos beads along the back and add 3 more 15-0s on, creating that netting, and then just sew through the center 15-0 of each of those groupings of 3. My setting here for this one is nice and tight, and I'm not going to have to do that grouping of 3 and sewing through. You might one more bead on here. And then, so this is called a Charm by Puca. So it's the Amos Charm. You can use it as a charm. You can add a jump ring. You can use a wire guard. You can kind of make it whatever you want. I thought they would be really cute as a pair of earrings. So what I picked up is a 3mm round rose crystal. I'm going to sew through an earring, loop, back down through that same 3mm crystal, pull that thread nice and tight, go into the other side of the 11 0. So I was coming out the left side, I'm going to go into the right side of that same 11 0 so it sits nice and centered. Back up through, I'm going to do one more grouping of this just to make sure that I have another thread going through my ear wire. And if you want to, you can use a wire guard, you can use a different form of ear wire. You can make it into a charm by just attaching a closed ring. This would also look really cute embellishing a bracelet, like a peyote stitch or a herringbone, and doing a little embellishment. After you have that through, you're going to go ahead and go back through that seed bead. And then all I'm going to do is sew through the next Amos bead, get my thread and needle over towards that stop bead and tie those 2 thread ends together. Going in here along the back then and downgrading from the first hole to the second hole, kind of wiggling my thread and needle around. Sewing back and bringing it towards the back, not through any beads, just to the back. Through my next Amos bead, skipping over the 15 because you're never going to see it. And it's tight in there. Going through, so I'm coming out that same Amos bead where my thread start is, or bringing those threads to the back and simply tying a knot. Right over left, left over right, and then burning down the thread end to finish out the end of these Amos bead pendants. Pendants, charms, again, if you want to use a different size, go for it, change that count of the Amos bead. You can also try this with 2-hole drops if you want, and see what you get. And there you have your cute pair of your Amos Charm Earrings. Thank you again so much to Puca for this very cute little design using the Amos beads in that flowered shape. If you want to expand and try more, think about getting bigger with a pendant style and adding an extra row of Amos and switching up to an SS39 Chaton. Remember, if you need any materials whatsoever, check out the links below me to shop with us online at PotomacBeads.com as well as PotomacBeads.eu. Also remember, in the corner is a little tiny bell. Click that so you get regular updates from us here at Potomac Beads. As always, happy beading and thanks so much for watching. And once again, thank you Puca for the cute design.